Yo ho ho, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, on yet another edition of Don Mafia Live, your go-to show for late-breaking NFL news, provided by some amateur analysis from your boy, Truly. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You did read that title correctly. Yes, it looks like DeAndre Hopkins is going to be meeting with the New England Patriots next week after his visit in Tennessee. We'll talk a little bit about Dalvin Cook, and then we'll also talk about any other late-breaking news that is going on. It's been a relatively quiet week since the announcement of Josh Allen donning the cover of Madden 24, but still a lot to get through today, and I'm so glad for each and every single one of you joining me. I'm pretty sure this is, damn, bro, like, since I've started the show, I don't think I've missed a single morning show from Monday through Friday, of course, outside of Memorial Day. Which just ended up happening. Outside of that, it's been consistent, and I appreciate each and every single one of you who regularly tune in. It's definitely been a great way and a great show of support. Best way to support this channel, simply just by smashing the ever-living hell out of that like button. That's for sure. It's completely free, and it takes less than half a second, and then it also is very friendly to the YouTube algorithm, so we can push my content out to more eyeballs. That is the thing. Let's go ahead and hit the chat real fast. Pat's gang is coming in saying Hopkins is a Patriot. Listen, man, there's such thing as the law of attraction, right? If you speak it into existence, if you manifest it, hopefully it works out for you. I'm still not convinced he's going to end up with the Patriots. I'm still not convinced he's going to end up with the Titans. I still think he's going to go to a team like where he has a shot to compete. But here we are. At the end of the day, I saw something actually on Twitter. I think it was Sal Capaccio said it a bit earlier today, where he said that the Patriots are currently the fourth best team in the AFC East. And if they sign DeAndre Hopkins, that will turn them into the fourth best team in the AFC East. Really wouldn't be scared. Really would not be scared whatsoever if D-Hop signed with the Patriots. Don't think it's going to do much, especially with Mac Jones being their quarterback. I have a feeling most defenses would completely double team that guy. I really don't see him being much of a factor, and I really don't see him even propelling the Patriots to the slightest. Maybe another game or two, who knows? That is fine. You still don't have anybody at quarterback to throw it to him. Take him away from the Chiefs for us. Exactly. Much better than being on the Chiefs. Sign with the Patriots. Sign with the Titans. Those two teams. Once I saw news of him visiting them, I was completely fine. Mike Green, my boy, always coming in, letting people know to smash that like button. You got to. You absolutely have to. Hey, Dan, how's your Friday going so far? I hope the smoke is not as bad where you are. No, man. So I am in South Carolina, and apparently it did end up traveling, I would say, down to South Carolina for a bit, where the air quality was moderate, on a scale. So wasn't quite as bad as what Buffalo is experiencing right now. But that's why I think my sinuses got absolutely destroyed the past couple of days. This morning, I woke up with a marginally sore throat. And I blew my nose a couple of times this morning. But this is the best I've felt since Monday. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for wondering whether or not that if I was okay. My boy Clay's coming in real fast. Plans for today / this weekend. Okay. I'll get to that later. And I hope everybody has some exciting plans this weekend as well. If you're in Buffalo, I know there's probably not going to be a lot of fun to do going out into Silent Hill world with all that smoke, but I hope that things clear up for you. Hey, Dan, I hope you're feeling better. I am, brother. I am. What is going on? What's good, broski? I'm locked in with you. Top of the morning. Thomas Staples, man. That's another dude that I see in this live chat each and every single morning. I appreciate that. Y'all have marked your calendars. You know exactly when I'm going live Monday through Friday. It is a beautiful thing. I love being on a schedule. And I'll tell you what, I like live streaming. Don't get me wrong. I love my pre-recorded videos. I love editing. I feel like that's my way of expressing myself artistically. But this week, I just did live streams, and I'm completely fine with it because I get to talk to you guys. I get to give the news. I get to give my takes. I get to hear your takes. So it's been cool. But those pre-recorded videos, I'm going to come back with a bang next week. And then especially during the regular season, like my canon or my typical the Buffalo Bills are about to destroy / annihilate / whatever, like those titles that really upset other fan bases. And even some of our own fan base get upset about them. But It stirs the pot. It stirs the pot. Hopkins hasn't signed anywhere. It definitely hasn't. Michael, he's in the media as well for himself. He writes for a team that covers the Cleveland Browns, a team that he knows very well. Damn, that I am high on this year. Still think the Browns are going to win that AFC North. Sleeper pick. No one's talking about it. Jordan Smith. I did, bro. I did. So there's this place in Myrtle Beach called New York Prime, and it has some of the best options out there. I left there so satisfyingly full that I slept like a baby last night. I got Wagyu A5 beef. So good. So good. Very, very good. That and like a side of like these cheesy mashed potatoes melted in your mouth. It was insane. Keith Stewart, what's up? What's up, man? Hope all is well. Oh, then have Buffalo fans not tried to manifest a Super Bowl ring? I manifest it every year. And each and every single year, that law of attraction gets stronger and stronger. And I feel like it's at its boiling point. This is the year, my guy. This is the year. Pat's gang was, who was Josh Allen before he had Diggs? That is such a casual take. That is such a casual take. I hate when anybody comes in and says, oh, man, my quarterback was made by Stephon Diggs or made by a particular receiver. Name the top 5 quarterbacks in this league right now. I guarantee you they have somebody elite that they're throwing the ball to. That take is lazy. That take is casual. And there's a reason why you don't put yourself out on the internet and talk about football because you know you would be called out on it. So lazy. Absolute so lazy. Mac Jones isn't and never will be on Allen's level. Not by a long shot. Raw94 says, Dan is the only Bills fan I like. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Like I said, man, listen, like all fan bases are welcome into my live chat. And so I really welcome anybody, man. Like as long as like you're respectful to everybody in the live chat. And as long as if you chirp me during my live stream, that you can take me absolutely hounding you. Because one thing I've said about me is that I am an internet bully's biggest bully. 110%. So just don't go after anybody in my live chat, personally at least. And you're good. Everybody is welcome into my live chats, no matter what. Dan, what's up, Dan? What's up, man? Luis Meadows is coming in saying, what's up, Dan? What's up, bro? How's the good life? A casual good take, though? No, it's not. It's lazy, bro. It's such a lazy take. There is not a single top 5 quarterback in this league where you can't name somebody elite that they have had during their years, right? Patrick Mahomes, right? With Patrick Mahomes, he has Travis Kelce. He's had him his entire career, right? With Jalen Hurts, he had A.J. Brown, right? Who was Jalen Hurts before A.J. Brown, right? Dumb take, stupid take. It helps out with development. But nah, dumb. What can't go wrong will go wrong in Buffalo. What has Josh Allen done /1 to be on the Madden cover? Hey, delusional Patriots fan, let me ask you something. There has been 23 athletes covered on Madden. How many of those 23 athletes won a Super Bowl? How many of them won a Super Bowl? Spoiler alert, 8. 8 of them. 8 of them have won a Super Bowl. So that take is also super casual. I mean, what has he done? I mean, he ended the drought. He made Buffalo a consistent playoff contender, made our offense actually something to be excited about. He's done a lot. He's done a hell of a lot. It's funny because like everyone's like, oh man, like he like hadn't won a Super Bowl, man, like one of the two. And so that it's funny because like nobody talked about like Lamar being on it when like dude's like 1-5 in the playoffs in his entire career. It's stupid. Mike's coming in saying, sup, love the show. Hey man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like I said, normally I was a pre-recorded video guy for the longest time. That's all I did. It took quite a lot, and I still enjoy doing that. I'm still going to bring those back. But really, as of recently, I think I've been predominantly live streams, and then like all my pre-recorded stuff is on TikTok or it's on like YouTube Shorts as of right now. But some nice, hot pre-recorded videos are coming back. But I'm so glad that you like this format. I love talking to you guys. I love hearing the fan base's takes as well, and then just going from there. So Patrick Seeley, yeah, like I said, just eight players out of the entire Madden 23 had that going. Mac Jones is a Baker Mayfield that doesn't play hero ball and doesn't feel dangerous. Exactly. And so if you have a quarterback, a top receiver, their play is going to improve. It's just lazy. It's so lazy. Mac is Phillip Rivers, by the way. Mac is no. That's an insult to Phillip Rivers. Luis is coming in saying, and do you think Bills need more wide receivers or offensive power to get over the hump this year? No, man. I think I think we're in a perfect place right now, as is for our offense. Still a bit of concern on the Spencer Brown side of our offensive line. I love what we've done with the run game. I love Osiris Torrance. I love McGovern as well. Not a bad run blocker. I think that our run game is going to explode. And then now that we were able to add some sort of threat outside of the slot, I think we have everything that we need for the Buffalo Bills offense this year. I don't like going into the season right now. I don't think that we need to add a single other playmaker onto this offense, and we're still going to finish top 3 in total offense this year. There's absolutely no way. And so did I say Super Bowl casual? Dude, you can't use my own insult. I've coined that now, okay? Be better. Be better. If Matt gets a guy like Hopkins, his play will improve. Yes, but not out of fourth place. Matthew Walter. Wagyu steak with Ragu level quality QB, $1.99. Oh, dude, these Pats fans are coming in, dude. And, like, they are celebrating just because he's going into Foxborough. He's going into Foxborough to visit. He's going to walk around. He's going to take one look. That's Mac Jones, my quarterback. I'm good. Working and watching. Chris716. My guy, dude. I love that. Okay, when Lamar was on the cover, what did he do that year, Dan? He won the MVP, but did he deserve it? I don't know. That's up for debate. Dan, have you heard about the Bills in talks with Dalvin Cook? I have, as a matter of fact. I'm not entirely sure that I'm buying into that. I have heard quite a bit. I've heard quite a bit that he doesn't want to outshine his brother. And there was something else I heard that was from Brandon Beane saying that he's not like planning on adding any other big name, but how much can we actually take Brandon Beane seriously? And so, how much can we actually take Brandon Beane seriously after that? It would be good. And so I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't be mad. But, when I look at our running back room now, I feel like that I'm fine with it. And in return, I feel like Brandon Beane and then Sean McDermott is fine with it as well. And same thing with Dorsey. So if they add him, then I would be sincerely surprised. Thank you, Patrick Seeley. I appreciate that. Peyton Hillis was on Madden 12 after one good season. Yeah, dude, that's just dude. And listen, and so delusional Patriots fan, I am so happy because every time you turn on Madden 24, you're going to see Josh Allen's face. Every single time you put it on your little system, you're going to see Josh Allen's face just staring at you. And I'm going to love it. Staples is coming in saying live stream is dope. It gives us a chance to connect with our content creator. Absolutely, man. I'm glad that you guys are digging it. Like I said, these two, I'm going to roll with this. I'm going to rock with this during the season as well. Same schedule. It's going to be 11 a.m. and then 5 p.m. for happy hour. And there's going to be a hell of a lot more to talk about, which is great, especially this show, because this show's supposed to be about the NFL. And this offseason, normally it turns into maybe a couple of rumors. I'm just excited for the season to start because that's when things really start getting good. Raw 94 is saying, are you worried about your defense at inside linebacker position with Edmonds gone? Great question. Great question. It's definitely not ideal. I think that our linebacker room is going to decrease as far as overall production, but I think the Bills made enough moves on the defensive line, particularly with Poona Ford, who I am very high on. I think that he's going to be that true one tech that's going to be able to at least put a band-aid on the run defense. I feel like that we addressed our linebacker position by beefing up our defensive line. I really, really do. So I think that we improved it based off of the additions that we made in an entire different unit. I love Dorian Williams, who we drafted. He's a great tackler. He's not going to be putting up anything like Edmonds has at all, especially his first year. If he does, I will be pleasantly surprised, but I'm not even know. Ryan Campbell is saying it's over. It's over. What's over? Hit that like, Patrick Seeley coming in. Get that coming in. So Pats wouldn't release it and let it be public knowledge without plans of saying D-Hop here is a blank check. Pats wouldn't release it and let it be public knowledge without plans of saying D-Hop here is a blank check. Yeah, most definitely. And so, I mean, I have a feeling that this dude's about to come in and he's just about to cash out. That whole rumor of him wanting to play with the team, him wanting to play with a team that actually has a chance at contending for something significant this year, just completely turned out to be bullshit. Mack was the top 15 quarterback his rookie season year, but Baker also set the TD record his rookie year. One season does not make a career. All signs point to Mac Jones being a mid-level quarterback at best. Now, one thing I do want to say about Mac Jones is that in his defense, he had Matt Patricia, who is known as a defensive coordinator and then also a defensive-minded head coach calling offensive plays. So I'm not going to call him mid yet, okay? I want to see what he can do with Bill O'Brien, who's actually going to be an offensive mind calling plays. So I'm not ready to call him mid, but we'll see. I swear I can't wait for the season to start because I believe everything that happened last year in our division is going to happen again this year, but a bit differently, though. So expand on that. What do you mean? You think that it's still going to be pretty tight in the division? You still think that it's going to be the exact same lineup? It's going to be Bills, Dolphins, Jets, and then Patriots at the bottom? What exactly are you thinking that happens? Dan Scheffler is stating that they're in talks. Listen, and so you're not going to see me be upset if I hear that Dalvin Cook is coming to this team, right? That probably means that Latavius Murray is going to be gone. Or, yeah, that more than likely means that Latavius Murray is going to be gone. He would be the odd man out in that situation. You'd have a Damian Harris. You'd have Dalvin Cook and James Cook. One of the solid. I'm fine with that. That's a damn running team, baby. Hopkins is a Patriot. He's visiting, bro. He's visiting. And so if it happens, like I said, doesn't change the fact that y'all are still the fourth best team in the AFC East. All dynasties come to an end at some point, and the Bulls of the 90s and the Yankees and now the Patriots, all dynasties come to an end. All of them, each and every single one of them. And so I would be mad if they added Cook instead of a wide receiver. So I really don't think that wide receiver is much of a need as a lot of people are thinking. Dalton Kincaid, man. I know that I know that it's hard to be excited about a rookie, but this kid's about to flash, and he's a glorified receiver. He really is. That, and then I think Gabe Davis is about to have a bounce back year. So we'll see what's going on. Madden curse is real. It's been broken. It's been broken, man, ever since Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl. Broken. Ryan Campbell saying Zach Wilson owns the Bills. What's his record against the Bills his whole career? What is it? And so you need to have a winning record and for you to even be able to have a conversation about anybody owning a specific team. Now, for us, leprechauns are real too. Matt C's coming up. Yeah, unfortunately, Dad, I'm not big on Madden games. I mean, I played them back in the day, but I want those posters of 17 on my wall. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a big video game guy myself, but I 1,000% want the poster. And so I wrote on the Peyton Hillis story, and he's a great dude. That was basically Browns fans taking over the vote that year. And it was the year they had fans vote on the cover. So Peyton's a good dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. And so we have a lot of unproven receivers outside of Stephon Diggs. Yeah, we'll be all right going through the season until we play a team that has corners to take away Diggs again. We still need to upgrade. It's Dalton Kincaid, man. It's Dalton Kincaid. I know that everyone's like, Dan, like, why are you so hyped up on a rookie? But listen, dude, this kid's about to be offensive rookie of the year. He's about to absolutely carve up linebackers. It's going to be stupid. That was the one thing Josh Allen missed, was a credible slot threat. And we got him. And we absolutely got him. We do, man. That, and then I have a lot of confidence that Gabe Davis comes back, bounces back from his off year last year, which really wasn't that statistically different from the year before. He just had a lot less like boom plays, and he dropped a lot of those boom plays that happened. So hopefully that's the year. Nicholas is coming in saying, I just want one of those two players to be a Chief. Man, you already got a Super Bowl, bro. And so you already got 2 Super Bowls like in recent history. All right. And so neither of those dudes I want you to have on that team. I'd be fine if you took Dalvin Cook, just not DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, so Tom's coming in and saying that he would be fine with Terrell Dotson coming in. I would too. He's a sleeper. He's a sleeper. I thought like when he was asked to step in as a linebacker last year, he did really well. He's built for it. He's a big dude. We're just going to have to see. Is Hopkins doing a tour? Yeah, he's going to so he's going to New England next week, apparently, for a visit. He was in Tennessee this week. He's in New England this week. Apparently, Bills are still in the talks for him. But as a Pats fan, I don't trust Bill. He's too damn cheap. I see that, dude. I see Bill Belichick being very cheap. Just be like, nah, sorry, D-Hop. And so we'll bring you in on a league minimum. Or like some shit that he would do that. Nothing's over, bro. Nothing's over. It's never over. Patrick Seeley. Yeah, dude, like I said. And so I am giving some credit to Mac Jones. And I'm not going to say that he's a bust or he's mid, because he had Matt Patricia calling plays last year. This year is when I'm really going to be judging him and seeing whether or not that I think that he is a good quarterback for the future of New England. I think Bill O'Brien's a good offensive coordinator. I don't think he's a good head coach, but I do think he's a great offensive coordinator. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do with him. We'll see what's that. Matthew Walter, Dolphins fan, coming in saying, every time someone goes to pick up Madden, it's probably going to be picked off or fumbled. Bro, I saw a list of like the top 10 quarterbacks since the year of 2021 with like the most interceptions and like most turnovers. And like 6 out of the 10 were like top 6, like top 6 QBs unanimously on that list. And so would you rather have like a game manager that just dinks and dunks and like your team still gets blown out because you're playing too conservative? Or would you rather have somebody that has balls and takes chances? Because I personally would love to have a quarterback that takes balls, that has balls and takes chances out on that field. I don't care about Josh Allen's interceptions. I don't care about his fumbles at all whatsoever, because I want my quarterback to be a dog and take chances. I don't want no granola boy out there just dinking and dunking, taking what the defense gives him all the damn time. Like, I want a dog that takes chances when his team needs him the most. If I wanted that, then I would have been fine with keeping Tyrod Taylor for the next couple of years on this team, because that's what Tyrod Taylor was. He was a game manager. He was conservative. He was afraid to take chances, and we lost a lot of important games because of that. So I don't care about fumbles and interceptions because, I mean, and so I'll take 35 touchdowns. I'll take 10 rushing touchdowns. I'll take close to 1,000 yards rushing. I will take 4,000 yards passing each and every single year. And so if there's a couple of interceptions, I'm fine with it. And also, what does that say about him when he still wins 13 games? when dude still wins 13 games, when he still beats teams by 2 scores after throwing 2 or 3 interceptions. I think that says something positive about a quarterback, in my opinion. I think that says something positive about a quarterback, in my opinion. In fact, I would call that a flex. Glenn is saying, if you want D-Hop or Cook, you're going to have to pay both players. Looking forward to the last good payday. Absolutely. I just don't see the Bills getting either of them. I'm not saying that I would be pissed about it. I'm just not seeing it, man. Like, I mean, I think that Bean is fine with the team that he has right now. I really do. That's right. That's right. Sorry, Patriots fan. Sorry, man. Pat's gang is saying, I just want to see Mac with some weapons to throw to and a good OC. And if he's trash, he's trash. I mean, and so I think this year with Juju, with Bill O'Brien, and say that you do get D-Hop, like, I mean, that offense might be interesting to watch. And so Josh Allen's going to be on fire this year. I'm just worried about playing the team that knows how to take away Diggs and that other receivers still don't step up. I just want some reassurance. I mean, you like me and you both, bro. And so me and you both. I really think that Gabe Davis can come back. I have high hopes for Dalton Kincaid. Like I said, maybe Hardy, maybe Sherfield can come out and absolutely ball. I feel like we'll be all right. I feel like we'll be all right in that department. And if not, maybe finally we'll get some sort of run game with Damian Harris, with Latavius Murray, who are both dogs. With an improved run blocking offensive line, things are looking fine. And so the Pats have a true number 1 CB this year. He's a dog. He's good. He is very, very good. I actually was very impressed with that pickup. He's going to be very, very good. Christian Gonzalez. And so I think that our division is going to be the AFC West 2.0, with the Jets being the Broncos 2.0, Dolphins going to fall off, and the Pats are just whatever, and with us being on top of the division again. I mean, and so I'm not saying that that's going to happen to us this year, but it was funny how it seems like that last year, like the AFC West was the AFC East this offseason. Everybody, including myself. Like, I mean, I even said that. Like, I made some dumb take, and I said that I thought the Broncos were going to win the AFC West because of Russell Wilson. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. From a Bills fan perspective, I hope that's right, but we'll see. The Bills are about to be out of control. Can't wait. I'm not sure if out of control is in a positive light. You're just like out of control, like we're about to dominate, or out of control, like, I don't know. Clarify for your boy. C-Teach is coming in saying, and do you still think you have a shot at DeAndre Hopkins? I mean, dude, I feel like I've probably made close to like 7+ streams of like a DeAndre Hopkins watch, like for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, I guess reports are saying that we're still in conversations. We're trying to find a good deal for him. But in my opinion, I just don't see Bean pulling the trigger. I really don't. I just don't see him doing it. Like, I think I'm just trying to convince myself not to be disappointed, so that way it works out. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. But say that I were to put money down on Vegas, I don't think he's coming to Buffalo. And so I'm nervous for mandatory minicamp. Will 14 be there? Well, last time I've heard, and then mandatory is on the 13th, right? 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it starts Wednesday. Let me see. Bills mandatory minicamp. I believe that is, it's June 13th. It is June 13th. Yep. Yeah. So it's June 13th through the 15th. So that'll be fun. And so y'all are really high on rookie tight ends. Rookie tight ends usually have a few years to develop. This guy's like a gem, though. Like, this guy's like a unicorn. He's an anomaly. I don't think he's going to take too much time to develop, man. I really don't. And so a tight end has never won Offensive Rookie of the Year, and this is This is going to be that dude. And essentially, he's basically going to be a glorified receiver. And so Dawson Knox is our blocking tight end, I would say, from now on. And Delusional Pats fan is just saying Dolphins should just start the rebuild now. What if Hopkins does an OBJ and doesn't play this year? Well, I know that OBJ was recovering from an ACL because he tore it during the Super Bowl that following year. And then once he was good to play, he was just like, nah, I'm good. But we'll see. Free J is coming in saying, I think midseason our tight end will be all right, and it will make our offense more explosive and help Stephon Diggs out when that happens. Absolutely. And so I really hope that Ken Dorsey has a plan as well for when Diggs does get double teamed, because he really didn't adapt to that too well. And it had Josh Allen going out there and really trying to make plays with his legs, which I'm fine with, right? I love when people, and so I've said this take and I'll say it again and then I'll stop, sort of beating a dead horse. I'm fine with Josh Allen's turnovers. I'm fine with it because that tells me that he's a dog. He's aggressive. He makes plays. I don't want a game manager. And so I don't want a little pussy boy quarterback that just throws little 3 yards, dink and dunks, game manager. I don't need that. And so I need a dude that takes chances, that makes plays, that has balls. And that's what Josh Allen is. So Josh's turnovers don't piss me off. They don't. Because having the opposite of that, nah, not the same. Hopkins is just posturing. And so Hopkins does like Josh Allen a lot. He has been interviewed saying that he looks up to his game. Okay, Mafia King is coming in. Mafia King is coming in saying the AFC East prediction with a win-loss record ranking for this year's Bills, 14-3, Jets 8-9. Damn, bro. Dolphins 8-9 and Pats 7-10. That is rough. Oh, man, we have a new member, Troy, my boy, coming in. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Don Mafia Live channel, show. Thank you. Longtime supporter of the AFC East Roundtable, my channel as well. Good morning, my friend. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend planned. In fact, what's everyone doing this weekend? That's why I want to live vicariously through you. And so stop saying you don't mind your QB turning the ball over. It's the number one reason teams lose games. Yeah, normal teams. There has been so many games where Josh Allen's thrown 2 interceptions and we've still beat them by 3 scores, 4 scores. I don't mind at all. And so if he leads the league in turnovers and he still puts up 13 wins for me, I'm good. I'm good. And so if we're 500, yeah, I'm pissed off. 110%. I'm fine with it. It's like a handicap for golf. You know what I mean, Glenn? It's like a handicap. We go Mac. Oh, yeah, I forgot that y'all got Mike Gesicki too. He's the best tight end in the division. 12 seconds plus 1 second. Nothing to do with Josh Allen. That was Leslie Frazier and his raggedy-ass zone. His zone coverage, which makes me want to rip my fucking hair out every single time that I watch. No D-Hop. We gave Ed too much money. Yeah, but that extension actually created cap for us. But then we ended up signing Leonard Floyd, which ended up taken away. But there's still a couple of players on the Bills that can be restructured, that can be extended, that can create even more. The D-Hop ship has sailed again. It has, dude. I just don't see it happening. And so the Chargers are just the Bills, but slightly worse at everything. And so Gronk had 10 touchdowns as a rookie. Troy's back. He's back, baby. C-Teach 101 is saying, and so are you going to any more Coastal games? Absolutely, bro. I am a proud member of Coastal Carolina University, a proud alumni of Coastal Carolina University. We ended up getting beat out of the college baseball playoffs, so we're done, unfortunately. But I have season tickets to the football games. So I will be at each and every single home football game of Coastal Carolina this year, baby. This year. We rooting it on. Grayson McCall, who I'm excited about. I'm very excited about Grayson McCall. I think that he's going to be a first or second rounder next year in the draft. right after this next season, he might just be the Dolphins starting quarterback next year. Who knows? Yeah. And so that really pisses people off. And so that really pisses off Dolphins fans when I say that Grayson McCall is going to be the quarterback next year. And so probably watch a bit of USFL football this weekend. I haven't gotten into it, man. Like I haven't gotten into XFL. I haven't gotten into USFL. It's tough. It's tough for me. Let me see. John Marlowe came in and saying, Frazier pissed me off with soft play. Absolutely. Dude, he had no gall. Never played man. Just played DBs 6-7 yards off the line of scrimmage where good teams can carve you up. It's upsetting. Can Shane Ray make an impact on this team? I thought that he would. I thought that he was going to be a sleeper pick that comes into it. I really did. But since we got Leonard Floyd, I'm not sure if he's going to have a spot. I hope he does. I think Boogie Basham might actually be a trade target or maybe even a surprise release, one of the two, or maybe even AJ Epinesa might be one of those. But Shane Ray 1,000% can. I've loved what I've seen from him at OTAs. Granted, it's, shirts and shorts. So how big can it really be? It's a delusional Pats fan. He's talking about that USC quarterback as well. Is Caleb Williams? I know. Yeah. I know. See, the thing is that like I just don't want him to turn the ball over that often against. Yeah. Like just, and so I would like his turnovers to diminish, and like don't get me wrong. And so I would love for him to have a season where he throws 4 or 5 picks, if that, like fumbles the ball maybe twice. Yeah, that's great. But I just don't want him to drastically get it down because that would mean that he would just need to start playing like super conservative, and I don't want that. Raw94, hey, Dave Mitchell, me and friends have been having this debate, and do you think former Seahawks running back Sean Alexander is a Hall of Famer? 110%. 110%. Dude was a dog back in his prime. No doubt in my mind. So we're testing out the competition to see the kinks in the armor. Oh, wait. And so there's always the choking in the playoffs tactic, even though their team did too, unless that team is the Chiefs. It's situational. Don't turn it over on your own 5-yard line. Exactly. Situational, right? Like, I would say red zone turnovers piss me off the most. And last year, in my opinion, was a fluke. It really was, because you look back, you rewind a couple of years ago, Josh Allen was a menace in the red zone, Like, there was always stats coming up about like how the Bills like had the highest red zone efficiency. Josh Allen had no turnovers in the red zone at all in 2021, 2020. Dude was just balling. Last year was different. Maybe it was the new offensive coordinator. Maybe it was that we didn't have anybody worth a shit that was going out of the slot last year. Who knows? But I think last year was a fluke. I really do. That's huge. And so Luis Mato says, I want Josh Allen to improve more in the red zone this year. 110%. Go back to Josh Allen being a dog in the red zone, which he has his entire career with the exception of last year. Last year was his only time in the red zone where it just didn't really turn out. Every other year, 2021, 2020, dude just was immaculate. So was the Buffalo Bills offense. This year, that's coming back. So Raw94 says, and so we got to remember that Josh Allen was injured most of the season. He was. Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, like he like screwed up his elbow against the Jets, but he was just a dog. Yeah, Glenn, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you on this take right now. I am praying that Damian Harris can stay healthy and Latavius Murray too. I think that we've put all the pieces together. Now it just comes down to execution. Can we execute? That's the biggest thing. Like, I feel like we have the pieces, but can Dorsey implement them appropriately? And will he consistently use them? And just not have to go back to say, hey, Josh, man, why don't you throw a 60-yard bomb downfield when it's 2-1? Dumb shit. Or 3-1, right? Or 3 inches. And Dorsey's like, hey, Josh, let's throw a 50-yard bomb down to Diggs on 3 inches. Nonsense. So Jacob Finnegan was saying, yeah, Dable was the reason he was good in the red zone. I wouldn't say that. I think the reason he was good in the red zone was just because we had Cole Beasley out of the slot. And Diggs wasn't double teamed because Beasley was out of the slot. That was the reason he was good in the red zone. And so I didn't make the excuse. And so Raw 94 is a Patriots fan. He just said that. I didn't say that. And so there's no excuse. And so if anything, I'm bragging on it. And so if anything, I'm bragging on it. And so is the fact that he's injured and he still went 13-4. And so the hate Allen is getting for being put on the cover of Madden is comical. It is. They hate us because they ain't us, bro. They hate us because they ain't us. Stud. He's a stud. He's a dog, man. He's fun to watch. You can't tell me Josh Allen's not fun to watch. So Jacob Finnegan's coming in saying, so the Giants being one of the best red zone teams was a fluke then. And so I'm not saying that Dable didn't play a factor in the red zone offense in general. I'm just saying that I believe the strongest reason was because we had Cole Beasley out of the slot. Is what it is. And plus, you had an absolute dog in the backfield, Saquon Barkley. So it was very difficult to plan for. And so if you got a dog at any position out of the offense, your red zone is going to be solid, especially if you have two or three credible threats in the red zone. Not many double teams are going to be out there. It's hard to guard against that. And so a coordinator is only as good as the personnel that he has. Scheme is great, but we'll see. We got Troy coming up saying, I see Gabe stepping up big. I do feel out. So 11.5 man, 2 tight end sets going to improve our red zone. I think so too, baby. Hate what you got. So Violator podcast, Chris Sims ranked Allen 3. I think that's the most realistic ranking I've seen so far. Go Bills. I put Allen. I put Allen at 3. I put him at 3. I think Patrick Mahomes is number 1. I like Joe Burrow a lot. I do like Joe Burrow a lot. He's got a buffet of weapons, though, boy. He's got a buffet. He has 2 wide receiver ones. But then so does Tua, right? But then so does Tua. But not nearly as much the production. And so unless it is Andy Reid, I'm a big Bills fan, but he is great. Yeah. And so Andy Reid is very good too. And so Travis Kelce helps because that man just gets done. And so if Hopkins goes to the Patriots or any other mediocre team, I will say that means he's in it for the money, just like J.J. Watt or Chandler. All these people, they speak on championships are so important, but then sign with the Texans for like a $300 million deal. And so I think they will. I think that Dorsey just didn't – I feel like Dorsey just didn't use Dawson Knox that much last year because he needed him to help block. I feel like he needed him to help block because our offensive line was in shambles. And so Burrow had a run game too. Yeah, Glenn, true. So could you imagine if Josh could huck it to Chase, Higgins, and Boyd? Oh, man. I feel like any quarterback in the league would excel with those 3, man. I feel like any quarterback in the – Dude, Tua would excel with those 3. Mac Jones would excel with those 3. So, I mean, how many millions so can you ask for when you're already a millionaire if you're managing your money right? So my thing is, if you're already a millionaire and that's the most important thing, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. It really is. It's pretty rough out there. And so I want the Bills to be creative and dominating when it comes to the offense and defense. Me too. So Chandler Jones already got a ring, so now it's about the money. Touche. All right, guys. I am going to meet my dad for lunch. I will be back later. Buffalo Bills Mafia happy hour is going to be at 4:30 p.m. EST today, not at 5, 4:30. That's how it is every single Friday. I look forward to seeing you there. We're going to be talking a little bit more about the Buffalo Bills offense since this seems to be such a hot topic for everybody. We're going to talk about the offense, why I think that we don't need any other additional person on this offense to excel. But y'all enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will see you at 4:30. Deuces.